Hey guys, what's up? It's Bobby with Gilk Sports Cards. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Just want to do a quick chit chat video today, talk about what's going on in the sports card market, product that's coming out, and then a PC card that I just recently bought that I wanted to share with you guys. So number one, let's talk about stuff we can buy out there in the wild, and it's getting tough. You know, the big chase right now obviously is Don Ross Optic football, trying to get those downtowns, but the last couple weeks, man, I think it's drying up. I haven't seen anything locally, and nothing is dropped on Walmart or Target.com that I know about, at least. So I've seen a few like Facebook posts of like some retail stores that, you know, like Shields, which I don't have out here in the Bay Area, but where they dropped some Don Ross Optic football, but it's just hard to find. So that fun might be coming to an end. Obviously, Don Ross Optic basketball just dropped recently. It's semi-easy to find. It's not flying off the shelves, still on Walmart and Target.com, I think. You see one here. We're going to rip the Optic and Select basketball mega boxes as soon as I finish this video. So hopefully we hit some bangers. But that product has been great to me. I just, you know, there's no downtowns, obviously, and I don't like the chases in that product, and not a ton of hits. I did have fun opening up a retail box, so that was my favorite one. I just bought 2 mega boxes right when they dropped because we haven't seen it open yet, and still that Wemby chase, and I just was disappointed in the first one. So we'll see, maybe this second one we get some love. Select basketball has been my favorite product of the year to rip. Unfortunately, like the prices of like the Wemby stuff in Select and the PSA grades are definitely going down a little bit, just because there's so much of it. But tons of hits and opportunities to hit big cards in the hangers, the blasters, and the mega boxes. So that's been a fun one. The talk of the town right now is Select football, which will probably be dropping in a couple weeks. Walmart did a pre-order, and I ordered 3 mega boxes. So I'll have those eventually. We'll do a little box battle between Johnny, Ethan, and I. So that'll be probably the big chase here coming up, trying to get those CJ Strouds and Anthony Richardsons. And then Mosaic basketball, usually a pretty good product. That's, I think, soon after Select. So those are the 2 products going forward. But and then obviously Topps Chrome Baseball just dropped, but checklist went from 220 to 300, which is brutal. So they printed this one to the moon, and I hate that blaster boxes are $40. It's ridiculous. I will say I did order a couple of the monster boxes on fanatics.com, so just 2 of them, and so I will have those to rip eventually. Not really sure if I'm going to get into the blasters. I really don't want to spend 40 bucks each, but if there's nothing else and I have that urge, I might buy a couple for the kids and I to open up, but it will be very light. There will not be many. That's usually a product I go crazy with. You know, it's fun trying to get the MVP buybacks and all the great rookies, but just like Bowman this year, I'm not going to go crazy with Topps Chrome Baseball, unfortunately. So that's the update on what you can find in the wild. The sports card market is a little bit weird right now. The National is coming up here really, really soon. Usually a ton of buzz and excitement, and there is. And usually football cards are going crazy right now, and they are going up a little bit, but the hype I've seen on quarterbacks the last couple of years compared to this year is just not the same. They are definitely going up a little bit, but I don't know. It's just not normal. It's just a little bit different. So it's a little lighter than usual. So it is a great time though to sell your football cards right now, in my opinion. Last year, preseason, or right about now, all the football cards were at the highest peak. Basically, except for like Tua, who was the only quarterback that started off super hot. So, you know, there's already the hype build up in the prices right now. People excited about CJ Stroud and Anthony Richardson, you know, coming back from the injury and all that kind of stuff. So for their cards to continue to go up when the season starts, they have to go absolutely nuclear. They have to play amazing, and their team has to win. Both of those have to happen. So you're gambling if you have some nice football cards and you're looking to move them. In my opinion, this is the time to sell. So what are we buying right now, guys? So I got to get back into it. I'm 100% all in still on sports cards. Watch tons of videos. I absolutely love it. I'm still all in. But the last couple of weeks, I think I've bought in 3 raw cards total. And usually I'm buying 2 to 3 raw cards per day. And I just kind of, the way I kind of see it is like, like football for me, it's too late. Like, like there's a few I've bought in a few DeAndre Swift cards because I'm a Bears fan and I actually think he's going to have a good season. But mostly that's PC. It doesn't matter. Like I just like to have new cards of upcoming guys that are playing for my team. Bought a little bit of Marquise Brown because he's going to be a wide receiver on Kansas City with Mahomes. I didn't turn very well. They didn't turn out very good for me last year. Bought a bunch of Sky Moore and I forget the other guy as well, and they did terrible. But we'll see. Maybe Marquise Brown will do better. So pretty light on football. It's just not a good time to buy football, in my opinion. Basketball, I mean, the market is a little bit down, but of course, like Wemby cards are down obviously compared to like a month ago, but prices are still pretty high. And it's just hard to find good raw copies on eBay because, right, if you have a good one, most people are sending it in for grading. So just be careful out there. If you're buying, nicer raw cards, for me, I look up what they're selling, besides that card. And if it's all raw cards, that's the guy I want to buy from. You just got to look because you'll see it. You'll be looking at a Wemby silver card, let's say Prism, and then you look on his other items for sale, and there'll be a Wemby Prism silver PSA 10. It's like, well, why didn't you send that card in for grading? Well, probably because there's something wrong with it. There's maybe a little nick on it that you can't see, or it's more off-centered than you think. He obviously doesn't think it's getting a 10. So just be careful out there and try to make sure you buy cards from sellers that sell mostly raw or all raw. But what else? I mean, what can you buy? Like on basketball, I'm not buying much Wemby because his prices are too high. Brandon Miller's kind of high right now, even though I think he's going to have a good season next year. So my guy has been Cam Whitmore. I've been buying a lot of him, but it's still like even him, his prices on the short prints and numbered cards and stuff are just higher than I can remember for a rookie that doesn't have a ton of hype. Same with Keontae George. So it's just been harder than usual to find good raw copies. And for whatever reason, even though basketball is, it's a good time to buy basketball, the prices are still higher than I can remember in the last couple of years. I just haven't bought much basketball. And then baseball, I would love to buy Ohtani because obviously his stuff is high already. He's Ohtani. Because he's got a shot at the MVP, obviously a really good shot. And then for the first time, he's going to make the playoffs. Can you imagine if Ohtani goes nuts in the playoffs and the Dodgers do well? His cards are going to totally go crazy. But again, finding good raw Ohtani in the wild would be an absolute miracle. So that's not going to happen. And his cards are so expensive already graded. I just don't have the bankroll to buy any of that. So what other baseball players can we buy? Like, Jarren Duran's kind of the hot guy right now. I don't have any of his cards. It would be a bad time to buy him anyway. And no disrespect to him, but I think this is just a short-term thing. I don't think he's a superstar. Like Gunnar Henderson, stuff's already high enough. Like I'm not. In the past, if there's been some prospects I've been like super excited about, like their stats going crazy that people really aren't talking about, and I don't have that right now this year. There's obviously some prospects doing really well out there, but their prices are already high. I can't find that like diamond in the rough. So please, guys, in the comments, let me know what you guys are buying. Football, basketball, baseball. What players right now, low-key guys that have potential, are you guys buying up right now? Would love. Let's all share with each other our thoughts on that. That'd be awesome. And then lastly, I just want to talk about, well, second to last, I have sold 1 card on eBay in the last 2 weeks. You're like, what the heck are you doing? I still have 50 cards up there on eBay, but they're all buy it now. And they're guys like Justin Fields, Trey Young, a few prospects. And I have these cards priced, definitely, I'm not expecting to sell them, at a little bit of a higher price than what their stuff are currently selling for. because I don't think it's a good time to sell him. If Trae Young gets traded, which I hope he does, his cards are going to go up. So that's when I'm going to want to sell Trae. Justin Fields, I still believe in him kind of, and I know he'll eventually get a chance to be a starting quarterback, probably on Pittsburgh. So I don't want to sell his cards until that moment when he's the starter. And then some of the prospects, I just want to kind of wait until they are getting called up. So, yeah, it's definitely would be not a good time to buy any of my cards because they're all priced higher than what they're currently selling for. So I have no expectations. The one card I sold was a Bobby Witt Jr. First of the Mega Box version and a PSA 10, sold for just $100 basically. So he's been hot and good, and I had it at $100. It was selling for like 80, and I wanted 100 for it, and eventually someone bought it. But I am selling a lot of cards, guys. So the new strategy that I have going on is when I get cards back from PSA, I am no longer putting them up on eBay, auctions or buy it now or anything. I am actually looking up the prices, and then I am posting it on my Facebook group. There's a Bay Area Facebook group that I found. And if, let's say, the card sells for $100 on eBay, I'm just basically saying, hey, I'm selling these at 90%. So I'll sell that card to you for $90. And I've done 2 deals in the last 3 weeks. And I found a couple guys that are willing to buy everything that I have. So if I get 20 cards graded from PSA, they will buy all 20 cards, and they're really close to 90%. So, I get cash. So I don't want to mess with the, Venmos and stuff. I just like having cash. This is my thing. So I'll give them a couple extra percentage off, to get the cash, but it's freaking smooth and it's awesome. We meet at a safe place like a bank or Target or something like that. And then, I make sure that they've done deals before. You can check on Facebook, look at their comments and see like how many deals they've done. So that, most likely it's gonna be a good deal. I won't do business or sell cars to somebody that hasn't, made a deal before. Just uncomfortable with that. And guys, I would sell like all of my cards that I just got graded. I'd sell them all in one big swoop. It's absolutely awesome. I don't have to worry about the shipping and all the craziness and all the fees on eBay. I think I make a little bit more. Even if it's the same, I don't care. There's less work. Like my weekends are like literally like 2 hours that I have to waste on my weekends packaging up cards and doing that whole thing to ship out. And I don't have to do that anymore. I just do a 20-minute looking up prices and throwing it up on Facebook. Now, honestly, because I have 2 awesome buyers, I could just text them what I have, and done deal. So that is my new plan, is to sell as few cards as I can on eBay going forward. Everything is going to be in person from my Facebook group. So that has been an absolute dream. So happy that I decided to try that out. And I'll let you guys know if any of the deals, when deals happen, and obviously some tips and advice, making sure that all goes well. So that is my new strategy on selling cards. Again, let me know what you guys are buying. And lastly, this is a PC card. I'm really excited about it. This card was $1,100 to $1,200 when it first came out, when the product first dropped. I paid just over $700 for this card, so it was a big one. It took a lot of cards for me to sell in order to obtain this card. Did I buy it at the perfect price? Probably not. Is it a card that's going to go back to $1,100, $1,200? I don't know. There's a chance. The team, I think, is going to be better. But again, it's a PC card. I just wanted to have an awesome card of this player because he is a Chicago player, and it's my first hockey card that I ever got, and that is the Connor Bedard Young Guns, and I got it obviously in a PSA 10. So he just kind of he is the most hyped hockey player that I have ever witnessed in my time. So, and he's a Chicago Blackhawk, so I wanted to have one. Can this card maybe get down to $600 in a couple months? It might, and it's okay. I don't mind. I still feel pretty good about buying this at $700. So that's my big buy. Let me know what you think of this card. Definitely keeping that one. That will never go, never be sold unless for some reason he wants to leave Chicago. Then I don't want to have his card anymore. But kind of a fun one. So let me know. Connor Bedard, Young Guns. So that's it for the video today, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. Again, leave subscribe if you haven't. Give me a thumbs up if you don't mind. This is a growing channel. Love all you guys, man. It's been fun. And let me know what you think. Let me know what you guys are buying. Have a great day. Have a great week. We're going to rip these open right now. Hopefully we get lucky. See you on the next video, guys. Peace.